All right, we're here with George Sosa, and what did you do today, sir?
So we got top four at the Dragon Ball release tournament. So it was pretty decent. We had like 13 players, but all in all, it was, I guess, a good day. But we didn't play Mecha today. So
So what did you play?
we played SS3 Son Goku. So basically, what this leader does is your turn one, you discard a card, you skip your charge phase, and you get the charge 2 energy. And then on his awakened side, at the end, you can only charge up to 6 energy with this card. That's one thing to know. You can't charge anything more than that. And then on his awakened side, at the end of the turn, he lets you untap 3 energy. So you can always tap out in this deck and be super safe without having to like fear of dying. And then he auto draws a card, so he's really decent. But we played we played the Veggies. So we played 4Kill, which is arguably one of the best cards in the game because crit, auto draw, and then being able to deal with established boards is always just really good. Then we played the 4 Khalifa because this just comes out for free basically 90% of the time, and you only really need one on board, but she helps you self-awaken. She also makes it to where Kale can't really KO the board, so you just start amassing a super large board really quick. We played 4 Kava, pretty standard when you're playing a veggie pack. It searches top 10, adds a Kale Khalifa, and you can play a Khalifa if you really want to. And then we play the 4 Trunks Bridge to the Future. This card is really just like you play it turn 1 and 2, but you always want to have it turn 1 in case you actually charge blue energy in this deck. But like in the case that you don't charge blue energy, you usually play Kava turn 1 against like non-mecha decks. But if you're playing against mecha, you always want to see this turn 1 because they're never going to cold bloodlust this card, but they're always going to cold bloodlust Kava. So you really want to have 1 energy open against mecha because they could just rush you and just kill you in that turn. Then we played 3 Terra Goku Black. This card was insane. It's a free 15k combo. It's also a 15k attacker, and then the tokens are 10k. So if you drop this your turn 2 against like Mecha or other decks, the tokens can combat the leader, so they have to either block against the tokens or they have to take the life. And then this right here combats an awakened leader, so it also just lets you attack with an awakened leader. So against Mecha Apes, it's really good because they're forced to block if they're only like 1 or 2 life. So this was really good. We played 3 of the new Broly, which was kind of like subpar. It's really good against like decks that don't really establish a board. So against Max Sand, if they like to keep like Haru Harus or other cards on board, like the Trunks that let you play cards from Overrealm, it forces them to either kill it or kill like anything else that they really don't want to. Then to follow this, we played the 6-drop Broly because it evolves for 3 over this. So and it also just chooses discards cards out of your opponent's hand. So against the Mecha matchup, this is usually just a bloodlust target. And then against other, like, you usually play 1 the whole game, and then you charge the other 2. And then it's also 30k double strike, which is also insane. And then one of the MVPs of the day, which was Super Saiyan Gotenks. So in this deck, you play it for 3 energy, and then at the end of the turn, it plays for it. Basically, you play this for free. So in like other decks like Soul Striker, where they got to play this for basically 1 energy, this becomes free. And then we played the Determined Super Saiyan Son Gohan. This usually got charged. This is just only there for other decks. Like, it's really only there against Cell and for things that Kale can't really touch. And then we played this to realistically play Goku. So this card, for 4 energy, it lets you revive a green card with 5 energy or less from the drop area. So this card's really good if you have Gohan engraved, because then it becomes Gotenks. So it lets you play basically this for 2 energy. So then if you're on your turn 4 basically, and you have 6 energy, you get to play this for 2, and then you can also, if you have 2 Kava, you can play 2 Kale. So you're drawing like 4 or 5 cards that turn realistically. And then we played this card. This card was absolutely awful all day. It did absolutely nothing. It was only there for 15k body, and it realistically never added anything for the
Did
most part.
you ever charge that off of your leader's ability?
Yeah,
Turn 1?
so I had to play a game where I charged this off the leader ability and a blue energy, and I didn't get to play until my turn 4, to where I could play my first Kaba. I still won that game. I don't know how, but this card was literally butt cheeks. You never want to have this card. I mean, you do really late game if you're pushing, but other than that, this card's really not that great. And then we played 4 of our super combo Kibito Kai. I chose this over Piccolo because against non-mecha decks, this is really good because I played against Massen where he kept trying to double strike crit me, and I would combo this and it would bounce it back to the hand. So he always got stuck with 10Ks in hand, and I knew I could push for game when he was tapped out. And then one of the other best cards in the deck, which was Gohan, Freehan, whatever you want to call it. This card was absolutely insane because if you combo at one, you get to, and they switch their attention to this, you get to combo another one. And once you have 4 on board, you either have kill targets if you don't have Khalifa, or you just have a swarm of attackers. So the only way to combat this card is with Flying Nimbus. If you don't have Flying Nimbus, you're probably losing to this card. And then plus KOs on board. And then we played standard blue cards. We just played Bean, which Bean is Bean. It's just insane. And then the second best negate in the game currently right now, besides Flying Nimbus, that's like the only card that really combats that. But that was the main deck. The side deck was pretty crappy. We only sided in like 4 or 5 cards realistically the whole day. So we sided this. This was in theory for just if you drew it, you have a blocker on board so you don't really die. But the thing that you really don't want with this card is that it's also a -1 in hand, so it doesn't do anything except late game. So
And if you
it sticks on
energy
board.
the red card, like
Yeah,
early.
you energy that card, you're probably losing that game, or you're starting off really slow. Then we played this. This was, I guess, the only acceptable red card, but going forward, it would probably be 3 of this because you never really want to energy this. But this just helps against like Mecha when you really want to do like a push and they Flying Nimbus you, and you don't want to get Kid Goku like comboed on. So you have to like push for the 2 damage with this card.
With your leader, right?
Yeah, with the leader. And then we played this. We never sided this in because Kibito Kai does the exact same thing as this, but it's also 10k, and it's just better all around. This is just in theory, if I wanted to side in both and have Kibito Kai and not have to waste my super combo on that, I could use this. But other than that, this card was like lackluster. I never really sided this card in because it's only one of. This was like a last minute addition, but in theory, it dealt with other veggie packages and it dealt with aggro decks like Kabas, the red Kaba, and like it dealt with other annoying things that you couldn't really touch. And then we sided in another MVP against any yellow green deck. I played this. Usually, I was playing like 2 or 3 bombs that turn, which is insane for any deck. And then another card, King Vegeta's Surprise Attack. This card was really combined with like decks that like to focus like on. So the thing with this leader, if you're combating it, you don't really want to focus on the leader if you're playing Veggie Package because they build up such a board like really quick that you have to deal with the board. So my theory was when people started attacking the board, you play King Vegeta's Surprise Attack. So when they wanted to deal with the board, it gave like Carol 10k. So she was 30k with revenge. So if you ever attacked her, you were negating card. So it was just +1 for me. But other than that, it was all in all a decent day. My matchups today were round 1, I played Massan. I won that 2-1. He just never dealt with the board, and he just couldn't deal with like a flood of attackers. Round 2, I played against Kid Goku Apes. So the leader, Kid Goku, that was a pretty easy 2-0, even though I kind of didn't really care about the game too for the most part. Round 3, I ended up playing, what did I play round 3? I think I played the Mirror. I played the SS3 Mirror. And he was playing red, I was playing green. He won that match in game 1 because I pushed with like 8 or 9 battle cards, and he just had all the cards to stop it, and I couldn't do anything against that. And then round 4, I played against Mecha Apes. We ended up drawing into time, so basically that was just it. It was honestly, if we had more time, we probably would have won that game because I just had way too many attackers for his blockers to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, we went like was a 2-1-1 the whole day and got 4th place, so pretty good day. And we have a case tournament in a week, so we'll see how this does. We're probably going to tweak it. If anything, the cards to cut in the main deck, we're going to cut Trunks and just play a 4th Terra Scythe, and then we're going to play this card. This card is like realistically the only black card that you ever want to play in the deck, and then the Trunks Power Overseeing Time, so you always have like Kells or Kabas or cards to add back, really. Other than that, those are the only cards that would change for the day. But that's it. That was the deck.
All right. Well, congrats on your top 4 performance today.
Yeah,
And,
hopefully you'll hear back from me for the case tournament.
Yeah, let's see how that goes at the end of the
Yeah.
month. But all right. See y'all later.
Peace out.